jam-packed fun event at the Women, Wine, Money and Entrepreneurship. This is the place to be at the 360 Convention Center. Walk in, register, and have a mini photo shoot. Lunch and wine to be served. What are you waiting for? Get your ticket today.
Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Black Wallet, where we are simply on a journey to living a financial and a generational legacy with regards to everything financial related. In this video, I basically wanted to share with you the Women, Wine, Money and Entrepreneurship event, which was last week. I thought I would be kind of like selfish if I don't share, because I mean, we are on this journey together. So everything that I am learning, all the events that I go to, I honestly would love to give a review so that many of you people who watch these videos get to know about these events, because most people underestimate them for a reason or another. Maybe they just see, oh, it's wine, I'm not going there, you know. So I thought sharing this video just gives you an insight of what the event is like, so that you don't miss it, so that you look forward to such events. So this was my second time, and I'm just so excited to share, because then if other people watch this video, the more you would love to come. So let's get into the video. So the core value of this event, the Women, Wine, Money and Entrepreneurship, is surrounded by making and having a comfortable conversations for women, a realistic conversation for women, and most of all, empowering other women, supporting other women. To be honest, it's one of the practical events with regards to women. Consider or think of it like the old ladies circle, you know, like women will meet in homes and then have conversation with regards to marriage, with regards to money, with regards to business, and just encourage each other and help each other grow. So this event is like that. It's a ladies circle, a ladies event that is co-valued with the intention of women empowering women. Very practical, very realistic, and a safe space to have conversations about life. So last year was my first ever event. Actually, I took that picture there. So last year was my first ever event. The theme was the power of her money, which basically was designed to educate us women to have our own finances. Not that you're disrespecting men, but that you are respecting them, but also working towards your goal. We had amazing speakers. We had the Vice Chancellor of UNZA, we had Perfume Corner CEO, we had Auntie Millie, and Maureen Nauliato, who is also co-founder of this event. It was an amazing space. Basically, the whole conversation was surrounded by owning your own money, or how do you own your own money as well. So this year's theme was the power of networking. We had amazing speakers. I'll try and insert them here. These are the women who basically had to say their experience with regards to networking. So before I get into explaining what I learned from each and every speaker, I'll just highlight a few things that went on at the event. The theme was the power of networking, and right at the beginning of the event, everybody was asked to introduce themselves in a couple of sentences. Your name, what do you do, maybe where you work, what services or what side business you do aside your workspace, which I think was very important, because then we got to know or hear of different companies. We got to network through that. So after the introduction, we were given about 10 minutes where you interact. If you heard somebody's introduction which you want to grow into, you go and get their contacts. which was a very vital thing and practical thing to do, because at the end of the day, we want to expand our network, we want to expand our business, but that cannot be done if you are not meeting new people. So this event to me is very practical. Like I said, imagine you go to an event and they want to know what you do. Who does that? The ticket was going for 380 kwacha. In that 380, you had lunch, you had wine, you had contacts, networks, people to meet, you had pictures, good pictures, you had a good time, and we were even given a goodie bag at the end of the event. In the goodie bag, we had like shampoo, shower gel, all that in your 350. That 350 would probably be wasted on food alone and you forget about it, but you're going to an event where you are networking. So personally, I have positioned myself in a way that I go to events because I want to meet a certain type of people, especially to grow my generational legacy, like my network, to expand my knowledge as well. And one thing I have noticed with regards to the choice of speakers as well, it's very practical and fits in the needs of the people. So there's a combination of practical and intellectual speakers. Intellectual speakers have a professional background. Like last year we had the Vice Chancellor, this year we had Janice. That gives you an intellectual point of view, somebody who's coming with a presentation, PPT, practically, like this is what you do in this field, this is how I got here, and this is how you take charge of your life. So this year we were privileged to have Mondia, who talked about how she met her spouse through a networking event. So like I said, one of the best and realistic things somebody can do is to balance like the intellectual and the practical side. Video explaining what I learned from each conversation that was hard. It's more like they understand the space you are in, and when they are coming to speak to you, it's like they share their experience and they allow you to ask questions as well. So these were like our main speakers. So Madam Janice Matui really focused on the emphasis on how you network. Her presentation was amazing, and I'm just going to touch base on what I learned from it. I caught up with the 3 C's, which are very vital in networking. So the first one, connection quality over quantity. So you're focusing on one person and you're having that connection. The quality has to be built, as opposed to you just having 100 contacts, 100 or 50 contacts that you never use. So you target a particular person and build up from there. She talked about the second one, which is capacity, which focuses on your skill matters. What skill are you bringing to the table? Confidence to connect authentically. What are you bringing to the table? How confident are you to selling yourself out there? She also talked about personal branding, how you brand yourself. My favorite topic, she talked about how to pitch yourself, how you are exposing yourself, and she gave a few tips on how to create a perfect. So I'll just share with you a few tips, so that I'm only sharing a bit, so that the next time you come, so you understand the value of these events. About a quick pitch, and she said it should be within 30 and 60 seconds, at least 75 words, so you have a chance to pitch yourself, so that the person you are networking with, you're interacting with, remembers you. You just don't want to reach there and say, hi, what's your name? Hi. You just lost an opportunity. So you create the pitch before you even begin to meet people. So this should be a rehearsed thing, such that if you are given a chance to meet the president, you have exactly 30 to 60 seconds to say something about yourself. You should be able to pitch yourself in a way that it's memorable. The president will remember you. I realize I don't even have a pitch myself, because most of the times I'm just like, hi, my name is Mosa, I lost 30 kg and I use that platform to sell out my meal plans and blah blah blah. But when she spoke about pitching your idea, it opened my mind to say, if I met the most inspirational person I have in my life. What am I going to say? I have 30 to 60 seconds to say something. What will you? She also spoke about the importance of women supporting women, the definition of women supporting women with regards to networking, women being able to work with each other. Miss Maureen Nawuliato going to one of the corporate events she had called Corporate Hues, and she was a speaker there. How many of us, you have your own thing running, are capable of inviting other women to say, here's your platform, shine also, So that is also important, and which she emphasized on us women not bringing down each other. Even if you heard something negative about someone, it's not in your position to say it out to people. Just be quiet about it and support each other, being there for each other as women. She spoke about that, which is we often hear about it, but emphasis has to be made, especially when women are together. They need to understand that we are each other's speaker. No, we are each other's keeper. No need of us dimming your light for me to shine. We have to be there for one another. Overall, she talked about personal branding in depth. I talked about the mentorship she provides, and we got like a discount for us who came. You who didn't come, you better come next year. Then our next speaker was Mrs. Liane, actually, mostly about her experience with regards to events, how she started up, and she spoke about how her events have thrived because of the power of meeting and interacting with people. She also emphasized on us valuing the gatekeepers, the gate men at the various gates of every institution, because they are the key to who we want to meet. So she talked about that kindness of networking, like expanding your networking and not just limiting it to, no, I only know this one person, no, I only know, but expanding it and thinking of branding yourself through various people. She talked about her success with regards to event management, how she started up, and that was built with the passion that I have to have something running for myself, not just depending on my husband. Mentioned of the various opportunities she's had with the power of networking, where she interacts with people and opportunities just come through that, which is amazing to hear somebody give you a testimony that this happened because of the various people I have been meeting. It gives you a glimpse of the next time I meet such people, I should behave like this, I should value people like this. It's just a constant reminder. Sometimes we are so occupied with so many things that we don't have even time to think about these things. So you going for these events gives you a break and opens your minds to say, you're living life, but remember, these are the core values of how you make it in your business. You have to interact with people and put yourself out there. Amazing dark chocolate speaker. Oh my God, she's so beautiful and black and beautiful, like chocolate dark. Yeah, so Mundia Numba talked about her experience of how she moved from rags to riches, wealth, and she's currently the MD of her company, her and her husband. So she basically just gave us an experience of how she met different people and how that changed her life. How she met women who advised her, look, you're beautiful, but how you present yourself, how you dress up matters with how people look at you. And she gave us an insight of how she met her husband through networking. She just reached out to him and gave the card and thereafter codes, and that's how they ended up together. So she talked about the power in networking. Majority of the times, to be honest, it's not like we women are selling ourselves out. You meet a person and you're like, hey, here's my card. It's just you interacting with the person. You're not only going to interact with just men or just women. That's what I learned. If you want the opportunities, Yes, there are men who will value and respect you. She talked about a man who paid for her tuition just through networking. So the same with us ladies. It's not all about I have to sell out my body. You have to sell out your value. You as a woman, what are you bringing out on the table with regards to business, with regards to your career? You have to be in charge of your life and not just let your life pour anyhow. You have to be intentional the places you go to, intentional on the type of people you are trying to network with. That's what I learned from her. Yes. And I also learned to dress up seriously. Not ripped jeans all the time. No. That has to end at some point if you want to be taken seriously, especially when it comes to networking. You know, how you present yourself, people will respect you. And what do you want out of it? Imagine you go to a business place where they are giving out loans for startup businesses, and you are there in ripped jeans. You are there, blonde hair. You know, the blonde hair can be worn at a different time, but in this place you have to really look serious and pitch your idea for it to be considered seriously. And lastly, Judge Shonga. Yes, the power of networking. Do you know I got her phone number? Because I have a project that I would love to work on with her. Basically education. She founded this amazing book which creates safety for children with regards to sexual abuse, and she just opened up the platform on what inspired the book with 2 stories, quite emotional, and how us ladies can protect young children, how we can educate them, and how we can support that vision. So that was all about this event, which I found and highly do recommend. To another place, just the wine attracted them and they left out with more knowledge than they even thought, oh, it's just for wine. To another, the theme was tracksuit and heels. All they wanted was, I'm just going to go there, I love tracksuits and I just want to take pictures for Instagram. Before you realize they are learning. So I love such events because you are catering for everybody. Maybe they are coming in the name of wine, and before you realize there's a mind shift with them. Maybe they are coming in the name of, oh, the themes are always top notch. I mean the clothing themes. It's tracksuits. Last year it was suits, you know, like jackets. So the themes are attracting different people, and the goal is not really, oh, we had an event and it was amazing. The goal is to empower women. If you're empowering women, you must create an attractive platform, which I really love about these events. You guys, these events are definitely a must go to. Imagine you spend 380, you're getting your lunch, you're getting your wines, both non-alcoholic and alcoholic. You're getting goodies. We even had like the testers from Perfume Corner. We are getting discounts for all the perfumes. Aside that, you're just meeting several people that could change your whole entire life. Imagine I work, like I'm saying, I'm interested in child education. Imagine I get to a point where I work with Judge Shonga. I'm able to say I met her through an event, and she'll forever remember, yes, I met you there. And the fact that I was there gives her an insight of, okay, this girl wants to develop herself. So such events we should never shy away from. They are to improve our lives and to improve our generational wealth creation. You are learning from other people. Not everybody is perfect. You don't know everything. You go and hear different sides of the stories of people, and it changes your life forever. Over a 380 kwacha. Can you imagine that you are investing 380 kwacha to a life-changing event? Girl, you better invest next time. Top notch. Overall, I love the lessons that come with these events. Very intellectual and very experience based, very practical. I love that we can also have fun while we are learning. It's not like a strict place you just have to see it and it's serious business. There's an interruption. I always say how you learn something determines how effective it will be in your life. There are people who learn better through fun. There are people who learn better through a serious space. So there's a combination of both in these events that you don't want to miss. And one of the things that I just love is the whole process of being practical about empowering women. Fine, you bought your ticket, but imagine there are several giveaways that go on. People give you jobs just there. You get opportunities for your business. You get funding for your business. You get discounts to several products because there are various vendors. At the same time, you are improving your well-being. You are happy in an environment where there's good music, there's good food. You forget about even the depressing moments because you interact with people. And that's how we create networks. It's through interaction. If I meet you today, if I meet somebody tomorrow, I'll be able to say, oh, I met you at this event. Oh, yes, how are you doing? How's everything? That is definitely the power of networking. It begins with interaction. So yes, guys, I do recommend such events. Wine Women Money Entrepreneurship is definitely an event you should look forward to, especially like when you just see the post. Just reach out to them. Even paying in installments. At the end of the day, it's you who wants to grow. It's you who wants to learn from people, and that is done through interaction. Forget about maybe you heard the comment ABC. No, such events do this. Go there and see for yourself. Don't believe everything people say. You grow on your own, and don't let people determine how you should grow. Invest in yourself and improve day by day, all the time, which is what I wanted to share with you. So like I always say, I am on a journey to leaving a generational legacy, and that's why I share these videos on YouTube. I would be so selfish if I just kept quiet, like, oh, it passed and that's it. I didn't really vlog, but I thought what's important is I share my experience. So if you and I are really going to create wealth, it has to be done through interaction so that we create a network. Like the previous video, I obviously did share about how networks work. It's simply, different codes joining together. So the fact that for these events, you are literally interacting with different people, which creates a network of contacts. So if you need something done, you know who to call because you've met several people and you know these people. And plus, you add value to your contact list, your contact on your phone. So basically, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope this video was helpful in you making right decisions on where you spend your money and you just interacting with people for the benefit of your growth individually, business-wise, or your career. I hope this video was definitely useful. Until my next video, ciao, and make sure you're coming for the next one.